I have a jacket here, but the zipper pull on the pocket is missing. Without the pull, zipping up or down is very inconvenient. I have to use my fingernail or try to pinch the tiny pull tab, which is both difficult to pull and easy to slip. This is quite common, especially with jackets that have been worn for a long time or with frequently used pockets. Many people think that if the pull tab is missing, they have to replace the entire zipper or take it to a repair shop, which is time-consuming and expensive. But actually, with this little trick, we can completely recreate the pull tab at home ourselves. It's quick, easy to do, and allows us to use it comfortably again. First, I prepared a safety pin and opened it. Then, I used the pointed end of the safety pin to thread through the zipper pull and lower the zipper into the correct position, making it easier to attach the handle later. Next, I took out a keychain with a circular ring, the kind that isn't a single solid piece, but has a pre-existing gap. This type of ring is very convenient because it can be loosened and tightened without cutting or significantly deforming it. Then, I used 2 pliers, each gripping 1/2 of the ring, and gently widened the ring a little. I only loosened it enough to thread the ring through the zipper pull, not too much to avoid weakening the metal. Once the ring was wide enough, I threaded it through the hook of the zipper pull. After attaching it correctly, I continued to use the pliers to tighten the ring, returning it to its original position to secure it firmly. After completion, this keychain will act as a new handle for the zipper pull. The new handle makes pulling the zipper up and down much easier, more secure, and no longer feels inconvenient as before. After creating a new handle for the zipper, I'll take one more small step to make the zipper run more smoothly. Here, I'm using a bar of soap. First, I hold the bar of soap and gently rub it back and forth a few times along the 2 zipper teeth, from top to bottom. When rubbing, I don't need to press too hard, just enough to leave a thin layer of soap evenly distributed on the surface of the zipper teeth. After rubbing, I pull the zipper up and down several times to distribute the soap evenly along the zipper. At this point, you will clearly feel the zipper is lighter, smoother, and no longer stiff or jammed like before. Tip number 2. Creating a zipper loop for jeans. Using a safety pin. In this second tip, the method is quite similar to the previous one, but this time I'll directly use a safety pin to make a zipper loop for my jeans. My jeans were missing a zipper loop, making it very difficult to zip up and down, causing a lot of inconvenience. To fix this, first I used nail clippers to trim the excess thread around the waistband of my jeans. Tidying up this thread makes the process easier and prevents it from getting snagged when zipping. Next, I took out a large safety pin to use as a replacement handle. I completely removed the safety pin, then straightened it to easily shape it as desired. After the safety pin was straightened, I used pliers to bend the pin back, but note that I didn't bend it exactly where the original fold was, but slightly closer to it. This makes the loop more secure and easier to grip when zipping. Once I've created the desired shape, I trim off the excess safety pin to make the handle neat and not too long or cumbersome to use. Now, I hook the bent safety pin onto the zipper pull of my jeans. Then try pulling the zipper up and down several times to check. If the zipper pulls smoothly, doesn't get stuck, and moves easily, then it's done. Finally, to secure it and make it easier to use, I hook the safety pin onto the button of my jeans, then button the jeans as usual. This method keeps the handle in the correct position, prevents excessive wobbling, and makes zipping very easy. So, with just a simple safety pin, we have a temporary but very sturdy zipper pull for jeans, without needing to replace the zipper or take it to a repair shop. Final tip: Create a stopper for the zipper to prevent it from coming undone. In this final tip, I'll address a common problem with zippers. Here, I have a zipper without a stopper, so every time I pull hard, the pull tab easily comes undone, rendering the zipper unusable. To fix this, instead of replacing the zipper, I'll use a small aluminum clip commonly found on new socks. First, I remove the aluminum clip from the sock. Then, I split the small aluminum clip in half, creating two separate pieces to attach evenly to both sides of the zipper. Next, with each aluminum clip, I place it on either side of the fabric strip of the zipper, at the point where I want to create a stopping point for the zipper. Once placed, I use pliers to squeeze the aluminum piece tightly, pressing it firmly against the fabric strip to secure it. After completion, I try zipping it up. And as you can see, when the lock moves to the position of the newly created aluminum pin, it stops, no longer slipping out like before. This self-made pin functions like the original top pin of the zipper, making the lock safer and more stable to use. With just a small, seemingly discarded piece of aluminum clip, we have fixed a very annoying zipper problem without incurring any additional costs. The video ends here. If you have any comments, please leave them below. If you enjoyed the video, please give me a like. Don't forget to share it with your family and friends. Remember to subscribe to the channel. Thank you for your support. Goodbye. See you in the next video.